Hello everyone. So in today's video, I'll show you how to make and edit the .conf file for DOSBox using Retroarch. Let's begin. So before you start, just make sure Retroarch is installed and everything. Here it is. If you haven't already downloaded the Dosbox-Core, you could go here. Go to main menu, online updater, core downloader. Make sure you get Dosbox-Core here. Load a core, go to main menu, load core. Go to DOSBox, start core. And here what you want to do is you want to create a .conf file for DOSBox. Make sure you press scroll lock first. Type in config -wcd. Press enter. Now we have created a DOSBox-core.conf file. Exit. F. I'm going to go to DOSBox, to Retroarch. Just make sure you know where your Retroarch folder is located. Go to saves. Go here. This is what you want to edit. All the settings are fine. I have made a video on how to change the settings if you want for DOSBox config. But all the default settings are fine. This is a sound setting. I'll just briefly go over it. Go over the most important things like core settings. You can set it to whatever CPU values you want for CPU type. Cycles, the maximum cycle, cycles up and down. You can change this to whatever. 500 and 500 is good. Control F11 is to decrease the speed or cycle, and Control F12 is increase the cycle up. These default video card settings and memory settings are good. So what I want to show you here is you want to be able to mount your virtual drive. So for me, all my DOS games are located on this directory where DOS is. So this is where I want to mount my drive. Here on DOSBox-Core.conf file. So this is where I want to mount the drive to. Go to C drive after. That's it. If you want to omit the code, you could press pound like that and omit it. But I'm not going to omit it because I want to use it to save. That's good. So now let's start Retroarch. Yeah. Back to F. Core. DOSBox. Start. Now I'm here. This is the drive that I want to be in. This is where all my DOS games are at. Escape it, exit, F. So now I want to be more specific. I want to run certain games. Some games require you to use a .iso or a .cue file. These are optical disk image files. So let's begin. This is a file that I created, so I'm just going to delete this and create a new one basically. So I'll show you. So it's image mount. So I'll just delete all that, redo it. So I'll show you step by step. This is the directory that my CD ISO file is at. Quotation, quotation, Control V, /, press F2, Control C, copy, Control V. This is the .iso file. .iso, as you can see, -T ISO. But what I want to do here is I want to be able to get into the directory, because the game is already installed. So for me, it's strategy Caesar 2. This is the directory. As you can see, I'm not adding this part because this part is mounted already, right? DOS is mounted. So I don't need that. So this is the only part. And the executable file is C2, I think. So I'll be running this game right after. I just click on that file. I want to go into DOS. Create a file called save type all files Caesar2.bat. This is what I want to save it to. And the next file, I want to run another game. MechWarrior 2, okay. Let's do MechWarrior 2 as well. Delete that and create a new one for myself. For Mech 2. Let's locate that ISO file for MechWarrior 2. Here, this is where my file is at. Copy all that. Quotation mark, Control V, /. This is the .cue file. This is the executable file. Copy F2, Control C, Control V on Control C here. Control C and then Control V. .cue --T ISO. Okay. And on my emulation directory, I have that file here. So it's MechWarrior 2. Control C. Again, I omit this part because that's already mounted. This is what I want. It's MW2. Run the game. Okay, save. Mech2.bat. Save. Here. Okay, now let's run it again. F. Scroll lock again. Type in Mech2. Drive is mounted. Reason I can't get in there. That's okay. I don't care. I'll just go in manually. If that runs.
This is HQ to any available units. We have mechs down at Nav Gamma. Bravo Cadet reports 4 sub.
Okay, it did work, as you can see. Sometimes the mouse doesn't work. So if the mouse doesn't work for whatever reason, scroll lock again, press F. I don't want full screen. Press select start. And one time the mouse, when I first ran it, the mouse didn't work for some reason. Go to here, go to controls, go to port 1. Make sure you select keyboard and mouse. By default, it's gamepad. It's this. Make sure it's in mapped to port 1. Sometimes if it's in another port, it's not going to work. So make sure it's port 1. That's pretty much it for getting the mouse to work. If you see this, press select. If you press select, you see this stuff, press select to get out of it. Let's see if Caesar 2 works. Okay, that worked. So next thing I want to do is I want to run more specific type of files. See if they would work. Just specific games, for example. Let's run LHX. Make a file for that. Before I do that, I want to go back into DOSBox. Okay. Make sure I get the right file name. Semi. LHX. Let's see if that works. We'll call it lhx.bat. I would have to restart it. Game focus. Let's see. LHX. As you can see, I am able to run games without typing in commands for each game. I can just do this instead. If you have any thoughts or questions, you could put it in the comment section below. I did make videos on how to run multiple ISO files, every other type of DOSBox video. I'll leave that in I'll leave a link for a playlist for that in the video descriptions below and the video cards. And thanks for watching.